Boss, here are the source files for today. I've meticulously ensured that the project stays on course and that we meet all our milestones.
Save it, Marco. There's no need for you to bother with those files anymore. Not that there's even a project to manage. We lost the gig. They called and axed the whole thing.
What? But how? It doesn't make sense. Everything was progressing according to plan. I even briefed the client yesterday about all the milestones, and they seemed satisfied with our progress.
Satisfied? Then why did they not only cancel the project, but also sever all ties with us right after your detailed briefing? Why would a long-time client abruptly end all deals with us? If everything was going well from our end, how am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business, or even a single small project?
I don't understand, sir. It's all beyond reason. The team has been ahead of all deadlines, and all the boxes were ticked from both sides.
How do you not see the errors in your submissions? Am I paying you to be oblivious to what's happening under your nose? You're the head of the development team. The same team that made a mess of things and cost me a fortune. Now you're telling me you didn't catch a blunder made under your own supervision. It's unprofessional and unacceptable.
I can apologize for everything except my ignorance toward my work, sir. I've never left a single detail unfinished in any project. I don't know how this calamity befell us, but rest assured, I'll be at the office early tomorrow. I'll review their feedback and find out the reason for this abrupt denial. Hopefully, I can get them back on track with us.
I've had enough of you. No need for you to come tomorrow morning. I'll handle things myself from now on.
What do you mean, sir? I don't understand. I have to be there. It's my job.
It's no longer your job. I wish I didn't have to do this over the phone. But given all that you've cost me today, you're fired, Marco. You'll receive the official papers by tomorrow.
But it's not fair, sir. I know it was a big project. You have to give me a chance. I know I can make this right. Just let me come in tomorrow. Please.
You either take me for an idiot or worse. You're an extremely foolish person yourself. I run a high-end business. I don't have time to give second chances. You're lucky I allowed you the privilege of my words, though you don't deserve any.
I've worked hard for every penny you've given me. I dedicated 5 years to this job, working with all my heart. I've made ends meet for your sake in the past. You know I can handle this too. At least show me the client's feedback. I deserve to know what I did wrong. Don't just kick me out like that.
You deserve even worse. Look at yourself, begging for a job you can't do well. You should be ashamed. And enough with your lament of the past. You were just my employee, working hard every day to prove your worth to me. The worth that has now gone stale. I don't like professional orders like that near my office. So don't even try to show your face here again.
Hey, I heard what happened. Everyone at the office is still in shock too.
Finally, a reply! Where have you been? I've been texting you for days now. And you didn't even show up at the apartment. I needed you so badly.
I've just been a lot busier. You know, Marco, I can't always babysit you. I wish I could, but I can't.
I don't think this is the way to talk to someone you love when they are in pain. You don't know half of what I went through and why I had to go through it. I wasn't even shown the feedback of the client. Wasn't even allowed in the building. Just thrown away, just like that. Fired. It's not fair.
I understand your pain, Marco, but everyone's had their own baggage too. You have to understand that too.
How can you be so indifferent to whatever happened to me, knowing what I was going through? You didn't even leave me a single reply. And now when you come back, you justify your ignorance of my pain?
It's work, Marco. We are all occupied with the project. It's a very tense situation in the office.
Wait, what did you just say? Did you just say the project? How am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business or even a single small project whatsoever? This is what Warren texted me that day. How on earth is it possible for him to get the team busy on something when he was rubbed dry? A project just 2 days ago. Unless he never lost the project. And unless he never lost the client, he blamed me for losing. But why did he fire me then? What could have been the reason? And why did he hide it?
I didn't expect it to happen soon, but it's good to see you catching up. However, you still failed to observe that he didn't fire me, even though I was the main developer on that project. Equally as eligible for blame as you all got was your position.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I mean that you're a dummy. God, you're so stupid you can't get a single clue. He fired you because I wanted him to do so.
Enough of this act now, Amy.
I'm not acting or anything. Listen here, Marco. I'm not your girlfriend anymore. Your use for me is finished. Was that so hard to understand, you idiot? I didn't even talk to you since you'd been fired. Not a single consolation. And you still think that I love you? I love Warren. He is more of a man than you'll ever be. We are together now, and we don't think you should be in that office. That's it. No.
Amy, please. No, I can't bear it. First a job and now you? What have I ever done wrong for you? Is this how you pay me back for my love and sincerity?
Honestly, the flow of things was quite different. It wasn't the office, and then me that you lost. It was me first, and then I got you kicked out of the office. And yeah, seems like you should be dealt with like that. Kicked to the curb is what you deserve. And I bet even my insult would be a turn on for you, given how well you beg.
Behave yourself now, Amy. I'm anything but a beggar. It's filthy enough to cheat on your boyfriend, even filthier to brag about it. I have not done a single bad thing to you. I got you in the office. You had your job because of me. I even got you promoted, thanks to my recommendations. I'll never forget what you did to me. This is how you answer the goodness and love. I am ashamed that I ever shared a relationship with you.
With me or without you or a full package of failures? I was just using you as my stepping stone. This is what all you're worth. A stepping stone for me to step on. I climbed over you. And now, I'm the girlfriend of your superior. And I got you fired straight away. Do you see how much power I have over you? Loser. Now go and cry somewhere else.
As far as I know, Amy, you're not anyone's superior. You're just a slut. Remember that. Bye.
Hey, Marco. My man, how are you doing now?
Better than before, my man. I've been facing an existential crisis lately. It's been hard.
I understand, man. Such things happen to all of us. Just hold on. Whatever it is, it will pass.
Yeah, it will. Anyway, thanks for looking out for me all these days. I am thankful for having such a friend like you.
Don't worry about it, my man. I had all the good times we had. Can't leave my own friend alone in the darkness. I would have left the job myself, man, if not for my tight financial situation. I hope you understand.
I understand, man. So you texted early today. Aren't you at work right now?
Yeah, the work. About that. There's been a pickle. That big project, we have not been able to make any progress ahead of your milestones. If anything, I think the team has even ruined some parts of the already done work thanks to the bad direction from above. We need help. I need help, Marco.
I think there are a lot of good business developers out there in the market. Though I don't want any good to happen for Warren, I still can't see you in trouble. Wait, I'll recommend some names and contacts.
We've tried all those professionals already, so you can spare me the names on your list. They kind of want the main man himself. Only your hands and mine would do, Marco.
What? You can't be serious, James.
Yes, I am serious, Marco. They want you there.
Back in the office? With a job?
No, just for this one project, my man. They want you to see it through. The clients themselves. They are pretty mad after they got to know that the main man in the development team is fired. Right now, we don't have many options. We need you. Please help us complete this. It will be a huge loss for the company. A project as huge as this can cause a lot of damage to the company's reputation if it goes down.
Do you even hear yourself right now? How can you come to advocate for them before me after whatever they did to me? It's a clear no from my side. Don't even ask me again, man.
You really want to know why I'm here? Why do I have to advocate for them before you? It's because that bitch gave me an ultimatum that either convinces you or I'm fired from the job. They know I'm your good friend, and they know I need the job. Please, Marco, I have always been a good friend to you. I am asking you this one favor. Please don't say no to me.
I never imagined that it could be this cynical. Warren has really lost his head to that slut. But you calm down now. I can never let your position be harmed, even if it takes me to do a project for these scums. Just tell Warren to text me himself if he wants my service, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Marco. I will always remember this favor of yours. I'll tell him to text you straight away.
That's all you need to complete the project. Keep me posted when it's done.
Well. If it isn't my former boss still trying to assert some semblance of authority. I've got a pretty good grasp of what's required for the project. After all, I practically sculpted it into its current form. But you, on the other hand, seem a bit disoriented about what it takes to get me on board for this project.
What's your issue now? Drop the theatrics and just get on with it. Time is ticking away.
Theatrics? Who's the one making a scene here? And if anyone needs to move on from something, it's you. You're not my boss anymore, so cut the act. If you want a favor, ask properly.
Hey, Marco, I need your help with the project. Would you be willing to assist? There, I asked. You happy? Or does your ego demand more validation?
I told you to ask properly. In the world of business, a proper ask involves a transaction. Not just mere words, but actual currency.
How dare you? You're crossing a line here, Marco. Do you realize what's at stake for your friend's job if you persist with this attitude?
Yeah, I do. I'm also well aware of the financial losses the company could face if you fail to deliver on this project. Not to mention, the clients have explicitly requested my involvement. So it's not just about ego. It's about the smart move being to compensate me 1/3 of what you're earning, rather than risking it all on your own. And consider your professional standing. Failing to deliver on such a high-profile project won't be doing you any favors.
I always knew you were a selfish brat. If I didn't desperately need you, you'd be paying dearly for this behavior.
It's either pay up or step aside. I won't be doing you any favors without proper compensation.
Fine. Just do it. I'm transferring the amount to your account. Confirm it and start working on the project today. The final deadline is Saturday at noon. Deliver it to me in the morning so I can have the team review it before presenting it to the client.
Good. I'll see you on Saturday with the project in hand.
Hey, Simp. It's noon already, and you're supposed to deliver it in the morning. It's delivery time. Submit the project to me now.
Did you really need to text me? I mean, Warren can come get this project himself, can't he? You, on the other hand, should only focus on the stuff you excel at, and that's whoring yourself out.
Shut up, wimp. As a matter of fact, I've been appointed a partner in business to Warren. So it's my project now as much as it is his. That's why. Stop talking and deliver it already, please. And don't waste any more of my precious time. We're already late enough for the team verification of the project because of your tardiness.
You don't need to get my project verified by a team that was unable to do it without me. Here, all the source files are attached to it. Every challenge and demand has been catered to.
Look at our slave doing our bidding so well. Good boy. Don't worry. In time, I'll make you do more for me and without any payments too. I'll make you a rock under my feet and I'm sure you'll love it. Goodbye. Don't forget to rub yourself over my insults.
We'll see about that. Good riddance for now.
You fucking moron. Is there no limit to your declaration? You had one task and you scuffed it. The project was full of errors. How humiliated we were before the clients. God! Your project made us look like imbeciles. Your incompetent ass cost us a fortune. You swine.
I can only imagine how humiliating that would have felt. By the way, do you still think those errors were made by mistake? I guess people who don't know how to read the source files can't know that the whole project was mutilated on purpose.
What the fuck? You can't. You sabotage our deal on purpose, you worthless piece of trash. I'll make you pay for this. Keep this in mind. Warren will make you pay now.
As it stands, woman, I am the one making you pay. All in all, seems like you've already paid me 1/3 of what you were going to earn. And now, you won't even earn as much as you paid me. Moreover, now that you're a partner in the business, you'll be equally affected by the losses. At last, you people get what you deserve.
Bloody hell. You cannot even imagine what's coming for you. Warren will rip you apart. You maggot.
Oh, but I think I do see what's coming. A shitload of trash talking, that is. Forgive me for asking, but who's the rub now? How does it feel to be crushed under my feet? How is your breath? Is it getting difficult to breathe? Don't worry about that, though. Your whole life is going on a ventilator soon.
Bastard, you won't get away with that.
I've never seen a person as manipulative as you. Scums like you should not even be in business.
People like you should not be in business. Now you know well how it feels to be looked down upon. Though, unlike me, you deserve it.
But don't worry. You may be thinking that you've gotten off easy. Yet, I'm going to make you pay now. Your friend is going to get fired. And you're going to be sued in court for intentionally jeopardizing a deal between us. I've made all the preparations. See you in court. You dog.
What dog? Haven't you been to your office? He already resigned, and his resignation letter awaits you on your table.
What? That scum doesn't have the guts to quit, even if it were on his life. Stop daydreaming. That guy's finances are still in my hands.
No, it's not. I gave him the money you paid for the job. So made you cut the rules while you thought you'd tighten it. Checkmate. On another hand, the money you paid me was paid as dues clearance. That means officially, you never gave me any money for this project. All you gave me was for already remaining dues. Moreover, the contract with clients has your signatures on it. And now Amy's too. The courts will hold you accountable, not me. Do you really think this makes a case against me? Really, man? You really are incompetent at everything you do. You really deserve to fail.
To hell with you and your games. You will pay for the damages you have done to us. I'll make sure of that.
You tried to make sure about a lot of other things. And did they happen? First, manage to deal with your crashing business and the poverty that awaits you like a demon. Then maybe try to make me pay. Until then, burn! Good riddance.
I'm struggling to comprehend this. How did your project manage to slip through multiple verifications before it reached the client? Wasn't there a system in place to catch these issues?
James, my friend, remember. I was the head of all developments in that company. I had an intimate understanding of the intricacies of the work and the office procedures. Firstly, The traps set within the project were so meticulously crafted that even seasoned developers couldn't detect them. Secondly, I intentionally delayed delivering the project, ensuring it bypassed the team's verification process. It was presented exactly as it was when handed over.
I appreciate you shedding light on this, man. Your insight is invaluable. I had no idea they were manipulating me, and if you hadn't intervened, who knows how long it would have continued. If I'd caved in and done them this favor, I might have been grateful for the money, but you've essentially bought me my freedom. Thanks for everything.
You were right on the verge of losing your job just for being associated with me. I felt a debt to you, and the money is rightfully yours. As for me, exacting revenge was satisfying enough. Following that, Amy found herself in utter despair, having to cough up half of the fine left her in financial ruin. Drowning in debt stripped her of her professional career. She spent the remainder of her days cloaked in shame and poverty. Despite attempting to reconcile with Marco, he promptly rejected her, closing the door on any chance of redemption. Warren, once financially robust, now faced a dire situation. His firm crumbled, unable to sustain itself due to his dwindling financial resources. The respect it had garnered over the years dissipated, leaving him with little means to continue any business ventures. Warren eventually found himself employed by a low-end company, receiving a meager salary that marked a stark contrast to his former status. Meanwhile, Marco, navigating the challenges with resilience and intelligence, evolved over time. Joining force with James, they established a new firm that thrived under their adept leadership. 3 years later, Marco found marital bliss with a beautiful and devoted woman, marking a stark contrast to the tumultuous turns his professional life had taken.
Steven? What the hell is this? I need an explanation.
What are you talking about? What's the matter?
I received a reminder letter from a bank. It is addressed to you.
Oh, that's...
Did you borrow money? When?
I had my reasons. I'm sorry, I've been so busy I've forgotten to tell you.
What reasons could there be to borrow such a large amount of money? You have $35,000 of debt?
I do, actually.
$35,000 is a lot to repay. Why did you borrow money?
There were a lot of expenditures. I couldn't make ends meet on my salary, so I ended up borrowing money.
Okay, and what did you spend that money on?
You know, to do things.
What exactly? I will have no mercy unless you give me the details.
I spent it to go out for drinks and to play slot machines. And to go to strip clubs.
Are you out of your mind? You don't borrow money to go out and have fun.
I can repay in installments anyway. I'll figure it out.
That's not the point. We don't have any money to spare even though we both work. You can't hold down any job long enough to get a raise.
You have a shitty job too. You only make $1,000 a month.
Your job doesn't pay well either. With your income, we don't know when we can pay off the debt.
Oh, really?
You borrowed money without thinking about it.
Please, Amanda. Please do something.
You were going to depend on me from the beginning, weren't you?
Kinda. You're a dependable older wife.
How dependent are you? I spoiled you too much because you're younger than me.
I'm sure you'll manage to pay off the debt. I believe in you, Amanda. I'm so sorry about the debts.
Are you? Really?
I will do anything to make up for it when I get home. I'm really sorry. I promise I won't ever borrow money again.
You can't undo borrowing the money. We can only pay it off. But this is the last time I forgive you. I know I'm too easy on you, but you don't get a second chance.
Thank you, Amanda. I will work hard, too.
It won't be easy to repay $35,000, though. We'll have to work multiple jobs.
Can we do that?
We have to work in our spare time between work.
So we don't have any days off? Wow.
There's no other way. You have to work with me, too.
I know. I will work hard. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Amanda.
Not only on our days off, but we'll also schedule a shift before and after work we already have. We'll get paid more if we work in the early mornings and late at night. So don't expect me to do housework.
I'll do the chores then.
Yes. We'll pay off the debt within 3 years, no matter what.
Can we?
It's going to be hard, but we have to do it. The longer time it takes to pay it off, the more interest we'll have to pay. It's better to pay it off as soon as we can, even if we have to make sacrifices.
You're intelligent, Amanda. That's what makes you dependable.
Anyway, our goal is to pay off the debt within 3 years. No extravagance until we pay it off. Got it?
How much is considered extravagant?
No beer, no going out for drinks, no gambling, no going out on the weekends for a while.
Wow.
You deserve it! You're the one who borrowed money. You have to take responsibility for it.
I know.
6 months later. It's midnight. When are you coming home?
I'm coming home now.
Where have you been so late at night?
I was out drinking with my coworkers.
What? Why? You're not allowed to go out for drinks, remember? What do you think you're doing? Cutting loose?
Please make an exception. My coworker is getting married. My coworkers and I were celebrating. You understand I can't miss a celebration party, right?
Oh boy. If that's the case, I understand. But just don't tell me after it happened. It makes me feel betrayed. Tell me beforehand if you have a reason.
I'm sorry.
Did you pay by credit card? If so, I have to deposit more money in our account for next month's withdrawal.
I did. And I paid for everybody's drinks tonight.
What?
I couldn't let my coworkers pay.
I would have understood if you had bought drinks for your colleague who's getting married. But why did you have to pay for all of your colleagues?
Because most of them are younger than me. I don't look good if I don't pay for all of them.
And how much was the bill?
It was about $400.
Come on. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. It costed more than I expected. We should have gone to the bar during happy hour.
Sorry isn't going to cut it. Why do you think I'm working all day and night, sacrificing my sleep?
I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again.
You did something similar last month.
Did I?
You did! You spent nearly $200 saying you went out for drinks with your friend last month. You bought a $300 jacket the other day. You said you'd do the chores, but you don't do them at all.
Clothes are a necessity.
You could have bought a cheaper jacket. I've been thinking. I'm the only one who's been cutting costs. You're the one who borrowed money. I'm just helping you out. Did you forget that?
I didn't. I've been cutting costs too. But I'd go crazy if I can't cut loose once in a while.
Just don't splurge anymore. We don't have to suffer like this once we pay off the debt. Just be patient for 2 more years.
2 more years? That's a long time.
If you don't work with me, I won't work anymore either. I'll quit my part-time job.
I got it. I'll try not to do it again. Don't get so cranky.
Stop messing around. What's your problem?
What? I'm just kidding. You don't need to be so upset.
Steven! We paid off the debt!
Oh, for real? It was sooner than I thought.
We paid it off 6 months earlier than our goal. We really worked hard for the past 2 years.
We really did, didn't we?
You still splurge sometimes, but that's not what matters. We should be happy about having paid off the debt.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about something on this occasion. I've wanted us to go on a trip together for the first time in a while.
What a coincidence. There's something I wanted to tell you too.
Is there? You go ahead then.
I want a divorce.
What? A divorce?
Yes, I want to get a divorce from you.
Why? We finally paid off the debt.
We did pay off the debt, which means you're useless now.
What do you mean?
Do you still have no clue? I made you work hard to pay off the debt.
You're joking, aren't you?
There's someone else. I'm going to get a divorce from you and marry her.
What the? Are you serious right now?
She's 12 years younger than you. She is so cute, unlike an old witch like you. She's been telling me to get a divorce, and I've been worried about what to do.
Who are you calling an old witch?
You're almost 40. You've been so naggish, and I've been so sick of you.
I've been naggish because you didn't get yourself together. It's not like I wanted to be naggish.
You're nagging again. Are you my mom? I can't look at you as a woman anymore. I can't be with you.
You said you liked older women before we married. How can you complain about it after all these years?
I did like a mature, older woman when I was younger. But now that I've gotten older, younger women catch my attention. Women should be fresh, you know?
Every woman ages.
Plus, you don't earn much money. My new wife earns $2,000 a month. I don't need a low-earning old hag anymore.
Stop messing around. Have you got any idea how hard I've been hustling for the past 2 years? I've sacrificed my sleep and meals for work and have exerted myself. And you've been cheating on me with a young woman behind my back?
Okay. I had enough of your hardship stories.
You. I knew you were troublesome, but I didn't know you were such a scumbag. I wouldn't want a man like you even if you beg me.
So you agree on a divorce? Don't take it back later.
Yeah, I will divorce you. I will sign the divorce papers right now. So bring them to me.
Oh, what should we do about the property division? I don't have any property to divide, though.
I will take my belongings with me, but I'll give you the furniture, the home appliances, and the apartment. It's a rented apartment anyway.
It saves me the effort to look for a new place. Move out ASAP, then. Throw out unnecessary things.
You don't have to tell me. I know.
Then our discussion is over. You said you wanted to talk to me about something, but I guess we're done talking now. We're getting a divorce anyway.
I have nothing to tell you now. I'm going to file the divorce papers. Are you sure about this?
You bet I am. I don't want a low-earning old hag. Just file those divorce papers.
Okay, I will.
I'm a free man now. Pack your bags and get out. I'll throw out your stuff if you don't do it soon.
They accepted the divorce papers. Whew, that felt so good. Thank you. I'm moving out now.
Huh? Why are you thanking me all of a sudden?
I meant, thank you for breaking up with me. You would have taken all my money if we still had been together. I'm glad you told me about your affair and wanted a divorce.
You only earn a tiny amount of money. I don't want your money.
I haven't told you, but I got a new job and I'm earning a much higher salary. It's going to be over $5,000 a month.
What? $5,000?
You're totally happy with a woman who earns $2,000 a month, aren't you? Good for you. I wish you good luck.
You're trying too hard. There's no way you got a job that pays $5,000 a month.
I've worked every job I could in the past 2 years. I went on a lot of business trips to earn benefits. In fact, I had a fateful encounter on one of the trips.
A fateful encounter?
I had the opportunity to meet the executive of the parent company of the company I worked for. There were a lot of mishaps at work, and the person in charge was completely useless. So I dealt with the problems instead. Then the executive recognized my ability to work and hired me.
Stop being delusional. The executive of a large corporation would never recognize your ability.
I don't care if you believe me or not, but it is a fact that my life is going to improve. I'm going to quit my current job by the end of March and move to New York.
To New York?
The company is located in Manhattan. You've always dreamed of living in New York. Too bad you can't realize that dream. You can't move there with me after getting a divorce.
I'm not jealous. What good things could happen if an old hag like you moves to New York? Your best years as a woman has long gone.
New York is not only a place for young people. There are a lot of fun things to do for people my age. Well, it doesn't concern you anyway. Live happily ever after with a country girl in a small town.
Who do you think you are, making fun of me?
Who do you think you are, calling me an old hag? Look at you. You're grandpa. Don't you see that the joke is on you whenever you call me an old hag? You're a scumbag who does nothing but get into debt.
Shut up!
You can't even think of a word to talk back to me. It proves your lack of vocabulary knowledge that you can only think of a simple insult. I am so ashamed to have devoted myself to a bonehead even for a short time.
Why didn't you tell me about your new job?
You brought up a divorce before I could tell you.
Is that what you were going to tell me?
It was close. I'm so glad I let you talk first. If I told you this, you wouldn't have told me about your affair or brought up a divorce. I got out of taking a good-for-nothing asshole to New York with me. I should throw out unnecessary things when I move.
You...
Idiot! You're lower than me, whom you've always looked down on.
Wait for a second. You were headhunted because I borrowed money? Give me some of your earnings.
You're undoubtedly dumb. Do you actually believe I would say yes? I already sent all my belongings to my apartment, by the way. Feel free to welcome that young country girl to your home anytime.
Wait, Amanda. You still love me, don't you?
Don't be stupid. There's no way I still love you.
You're just mad because I cheated on you. I'll break up with that girl, so do you want to get back together with me?
I'm good. Go ahead and marry that girl. I know that any woman who takes someone else's man is a hoe. She's a perfect girl for you. I hope you live happily ever after with a hoe who has nothing but youth. A year after Stephen and his girlfriend married, they were drowning in debt. As it turned out, they were both extravagant spenders. This time, there was no one to save Steve's skin, and they were on the edge of bankruptcy. Stephen contacted me to ask for help. He asked me to lend him money, but I refused him without a second thought. His new ex-wife dumped him and disappeared from him. She turned out to be a hoe, just as I thought. On the contrary, I have changed dramatically since my new life started. I have lost weight, changed my makeup and hairstyle, and started putting on nicer clothes. There are many beautiful women around the age of 40. Those women also enjoy fashion, work, and romance. I decided to be one of them. My life starts here, now.